Hello world, this is Gemini Wolfstar Gaming, it's Anton, and welcome back to Robotics Notes DaSH. Last time, we restarted Nae's route, got back onto her phase. Last time, we saw Michi drunk out of his gourd, and he wound up seeing what he's calling a ghost of Mizuka, which is very, very strange. And yeah, I really am thinking that something very weird is going on here. And then with like Akiho, apparently she saw cop cars driving around her and Kaito's neighborhood, and I'm like, something is not quite right here. It's like two separate incidents, and I'm like, are these like related? Because I feel like they could be because of the whole Kimiji Miko, hallucinatory, stuff, shenanigans. So I feel like that's quite right, because we have never seen any cops around here so far in this game. So to get out of the blue that there are cop cars roaming around the neighborhood is also fishy. So it has to be a Kimiji Miko thing, and it seems to be the best answer. And trying to think about it, I'm like, if it is a Kimiji Miko thing, it seems to be targeting individual people instead of a group of people, as it has been so far. And it's like different for each person. With Michi, it's a quote-unquote ghost of Mizuka. With Akiho, police roaming around the neighborhood. It's like that. It almost doesn't seem to add up, but it's like trying to make sense of it. And of course, trying to make sense of it this early, I'm like trying to piece it together, and I may be jumping the gun a little bit with trying to figure this out, but that's me for you. Trying to piece everything together. So that's where my headspace is at with what's going on. So I wonder if we're gonna find out exactly what's exactly going on here this time. So the next day, I think I'm still Kaito. I'm headed home from the festival grounds. Bunch of scooters? Shortly after entering Mina Mitanecho, someone riding a bicycle catches my eye. A bicycle? Sounds more like scooters. It's Nae-san. She's always cycling up and down the hilly Tanegashima terrain. There's more than 50 kilometers between the southern coast, where Jax's dorms are located, and Nishino-Omote. Regardless, she rides the distance like it's no big deal. That girl has amazing stamina. And it honestly sounds like she's like going too fast. Like she's speeding. Watch me go! I'm gonna be the fastest scooter rider ever! Is Nae-san also on her way home from the festival? We just saw her at the beach. So, it's like, how much time has passed? I considered calling out to her, but another thought crosses my mind. The Tanegashima Hospital is just up ahead. I parked my scooter on the side of the road and watched Nae-san's back disappear. I kill some time until the sun sets. When I arrive at the hospital, I find Nae-san's mountain bike parked in the lot. I guess she's here again. Mountain bike? Sure didn't sound like a mountain bike. Unless the scooter sounds are actually supposed to be from Kaito driving his around. Twice in a row is no coincidence. She has to be here for a specific purpose. I think so too. It's like there has to be some reason why she's at the hospital. Whether it be, Misune, something to do with her, or it could very well be something else. Plus, it's already past visiting hours, so she can't be here for any official reason. I peek into the back garden. There's a garden at the hospital? I see the silhouette of someone in the darkness. And getting the spooky, mysterious music again. Is Kaito gonna see Mizuka this time? Or is that just gonna be specific to Michi? Thanks to the lights from the hospital windows, I can tell it's Nae-san. Oh, I forgot to mention with the whole thing with the cops roaming around the neighborhood. There was also the mention of a thief. And I'm like, thief? Who's a tourist? And the only ones we know who are tourists here are Daru and Sawada. So that I'm really scratching my head about, because I feel like that also doesn't add up, because both Daru and Sawada I feel like wouldn't be people who would steal. Unless I'm wrong about that. I mean, I'm like the 5th route in and haven't gotten any inkling from either of them that they're here for that kind of purpose, to steal something from someone. I mean, I imagine they're here for a reason, and not just here to take a vacation. But it just really makes me scratch my head. It's like, would they really steal something? Especially like Daru, because from getting to know him from the Steins games, it's like I feel like I can trust him. So is it then Sawada? It's like we don't really know everything with him. He's not a major character, so maybe they're building him up to be more of a major character. Not entirely sure. Sawada-san is nowhere to be seen. Something seems off about her. She's walking around the garden aimlessly. It doesn't look like she's waiting for someone, nor does it look like she's just taking a stroll after visiting a patient at the hospital. What could she be doing? I can't help but grow suspicious again. At this point, I should just go and talk to... Oh.
Yashio.
Hi, Sawada. And he's back in his, wearing a suit. It's like, so are you not on vacation anymore? All on business now? It's like, not very subtle there, Kaito.
そこで何をしている?
Spying?
気配もなく背後に立つのやめてよ。心臓が飛び出るかと思った。
それは失敬した。こういう性分でな。
I mean, I can kind of relate to Sawada, actually. I mean, sometimes I'll just, like, come up behind people, you know, very quietly. I walk pretty quietly, and then just inadvertently scare them without even really meaning to. Is that so?
あら? Kaito-kun?
And that alerted Nae to their presence. Hi! This isn't at all awkward. Crap. They've caught me. It's like, now what are you gonna do, Kaito? Now that it's past operating hours, the lobby is mostly empty. On occasion, some nurses hastily pass through the hallways, but that's about it.
確かに、私、見るからに怪しかったですね。
And she admits to that. Huh. Nae-san encourages me to sit down on the sofa she's planted herself on.
実のところ、ここに来ていたのは事情があったからです。
I mean, I figured it was for some kind of reason.
事情。
そのことについて知ってるのは、今のところ、そうですね。沢田さん以外だと、ダルおじさんだけですね。
And Daru. I like how in her route she's actually referring to Daru as uncle instead of Hashida-san like in the other routes. It's like that's fitting for her route, I'd say. Dang, I knew Hashida-san was hiding something. That's why he dodged my question the other day.
何か企んでる?
It's like, what exactly are they doing? It's like, things have gotten so mysterious so quickly. So incredibly quickly. And we're still at the beginning of Nae's phase here, so it's like, what is going on?
そんな企んでなんているように見えても仕方ないかもしれませんが
It's not really Nae's fault. I mean, it's not really anyone's fault, I feel. I mean, they're just going about doing what they need to do. And I guess to certain people, like Kaito, that it would come across as being sketchy or suspicious. Because they haven't, said anything about what they're exactly doing here. So I can kind of understand why Nae would be like, oh, sorry for coming across as being sketchy. I don't mean to. But yet, that's how, Kaito is seeing it. So it's kind of like a 50-50 kind of thing. It's like, but it's skewed. The view the view about this is all skewed weirdly, so it feels weird.
正直俺さっき2人に見つかってからずっと心臓がバクバクしっぱなしだよ。沢田さんが絡んでる時点で明らかに怪しいから。
Plus, the Kimijima-ko incident happened just the other day.
ずいぶん失礼な言い分だな。私の存在が不審な点について否定はしないが。
Oh, well. I mean, Sawada, I remember from the first game, had a suspicious air about him. You know, more towards... I want to say more towards, like, about 3/4 of the way in of the game. But like this game, it's completely different. It's like we've kind of gotten to know him a little bit. He's been more laid back in this game, so he hasn't come across as all that suspicious or sketchy. So for him to all of a sudden be that now, it's almost kind of a whiplash kind of moment. It's like, what? It's like you're back to being like this? So it's just kind of interesting how they've presented Sawada in this game so far.
沢田さんはなんかもう裏がありすぎて逆に清々しいって感じだから。
先入観というのは困ったものだな。
I wouldn't exactly say troublesome. Not really. Sawada-san says he laughs bitterly, but doesn't seem actually upset.
でも今になって思い返してみれば、ナエさんにも実は片鱗みたいなものがあったんだよね。
Right, he was. I kind of forgot that in the first game.
初めて会った時、俺たちロボ部のメンバーを問答無用で拉致したぐらいだし。
This happened over a year ago.
あれはほんのちょっとのいたずら心と言いますか。
Of teasing them, alright. if that's how you want to spin it, Nae, I'll take it.
あの時はすみません。
She bows her head, apologetically.
天王寺君、今回の件、やはりきちんと説明すべきだろう。ヤシオも言ってみれば関係者だからな。
Shouldn't it be Tennouji-chan, not Kun?
そうですね。
Wait, I am? It's like I was focusing so much on the Tennouji-kun. It's like, what's going on again? Should explain yourself to him. Yashio is involved. Okay, so an explanation. And I guess now that the jig is up, now that Kaito has been found out by them, it's like, yeah, I guess now he's kind of involved.
俺を巻き込むつもり？
Yeah, really.
警戒する気持ちはわかるが、陰謀論に引きずられすぎるな。
That's too late for that. A lot of that already happened in the first game. It's like, can't help it. That's rich coming from Sawada-san. Oh. And considering everything that's happened since last year, I can't help but remain cautious. Rightfully so.
この件についてはもっと現実的で、今そこにある危機についての話だ。
More realistic and immediate threat. Like, how much of a threat are we talking about here?
カイトくん、これから話すことは、できれば他言無用でお願いします。
It's like, okay, it's like I'm raising my hand. It's like I swear I will not tell anyone else. I'm speaking for Kaito. It's like I will not say anything. I promise.
やっぱりそういう性質の話なんじゃないか。
I mean, they seem to be deadly serious about this. So it's like I want to believe them of what they're trying to do, or I mean, we don't even know what they're trying to do yet, and I already feel like I should trust them. So it's like I want to trust them. I mean, we've known Nae. I mean, I've known Nae with, playing the Steins games. So it's like I definitely want to trust her. Sawada, on the other hand, we don't know him super well, so I don't know if I can trust him very, very much. Tokyo people are too secretive.
ごめんなさい。でも、無駄な混乱を避けるためなんです。
Okay.
混乱？
私たちがこの病院にいるのは、美咲さんを守るためです。
To protect Misane. Protect her from what? Or who?
守るって。むしろ沢田さんがミサネの命を狙ってるのかとも考えてたんだけど。
Yeah, I didn't think that at all. What, Kaito? Come on. After Misane's life? I mean, sure, Misane and Sawada were like at odds in the first game, but I've never really gotten that he was wanting to take that Sawada wanted to take Misane's life or anything. It's like he doesn't seem like that kind of person.
瀬宮への個人的感情は特にない。君島に支配されていたという事情も分かっているからな。
Right, yeah. It's like she was not acting on her own free will. It's like, and I feel bad for Misane that she was controlled by Kimijima. The fact that he managed to, coerce her or whatever he did to get her to be cooperative. I mean, he could have brainwashed her. Actually, didn't he brainwash her? I think he. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think he did in the first game. It's like there was so many moving parts in the first game that I may have a little trouble trying to remember like little details of what happened and and some things that were said. But I feel like that's right, that Kimijima Ko brainwashed Misane. Sawada has a good head on his shoulders, so I feel like we can trust him. And him saying that he has no personal grudges against Misane, I feel like he's trustworthy with him saying this.
それに私は瀬宮や君島たちよりもよほど醜くおぞましい人間を昔から多く見てきている。
Oh, really? Like who? Far more horrendous and despicable than Kimijima or Misane. I doubt we're gonna find out, like, who is more despicable than Kimijima. I mean, that would be a fascinating through line with this route. Finding out, like, who is even worse. Jeez, talk about word choice. And the scary part is that he doesn't sound like he's lying. Yeah, it sounds like he's being truthful.
瀬宮を狙う人間は世界中にいる。これは私独自の情報網から入手した確かな情報だ。
Jesus. Like how many people? And from around the world? God.
Huh?
I reflexively look up at the ceiling upon hearing his words. Misane is being hospitalized in one of these wards as we speak. Unrelated parties aren't allowed to visit her.
瀬宮は君島公のことを深く知る、いわば生き証人だからな。
Sure, yeah.
その情報を欲しがる人間にとってはどうしても手に入れたい存在だろう。一方、その情報を世間に流出させたくない人間にとっては瀬宮の生存は見過ごすことのできないものとなる。
I get goosebumps. Fear overwhelms me. I feel like I've slipped back in time by half a year. Kind of, yeah.
だが、それはあくまで前提の話だ。表だってその辺の連中が動いたという情報は今のところ私のところには入ってきていない。
え？じゃあ一体誰から？
それは半年前、美咲さんが種子島宇宙センターを占拠した事件に関連しています。
So it's all related to the first game. Okay. Tanegashima Space Center. One of the only 2 rocket launch stations in Japan run by JAXA. The area is about 970 square meters. Established in 1969 by JAXA's predecessor, NASDA. Located on the southeast edge of Tanegashima, it is dubbed the world's most beautiful rocket station due to its beautiful view of the ocean. There are 2 launch complexes, Osaki and Takazaki. Takazaki. Takazaki is not in use as it features just a small rocket launch complex. Other than the rocket launch complex, it has a rocket assembling ridge, test sites, an observatory, general order ridge, and even a space science and technology museum with tours. Located on the northern side of the island are Masada Tracking and Communication Station, Nogi Radar, interesting name, Nogi Radar Station, and Uchagaoka Radar Station to the west, all of which are part of Tanegashima Space Center. That day?
美咲さんには彼女に従う12人のテロリストが同行していたんですが、
12 other terrorists. I can't help but notice typos.
そのうちの一人が、今、この島にいる可能性が高いんです。
Oh, and what? Is that the thief, then? One of the terrorists? That could be it. So maybe then the police that have been seen by Akio roaming around the neighborhood, they're looking for this terrorist that's on the island. And I guess the terrorist is out to steal something of great importance. Okay, so I guess that puts that in the clear then. So then we just have the mystery behind Mizuka's quote-unquote ghost.
でもさ、ちょっと待ってよ。そいつらってあの事件で俺たちが突入した時には全員自殺したんじゃなかった。
If I remember correctly, Nae-san infiltrated the facility with her own unit and reported as much just before our battle with Misane. Right, yeah.
はい、その通りです。
Wait, then are we talking about ghosts? I'm starting to feel and think now that, you know, Misane's ghost, as it were, is unrelated to this. Or maybe somehow it is. My mind's going in two different directions now, and I can't make up my mind which is like right. Is her ghost related or not? I guess it could go either way.
でも、種子島宇宙センターにいたのは、美咲さんを除けば8人でした。
Only 8.
え？
他の4人は、その2日前、コナちゃんの家を襲撃しまして。
Oh, right, yeah. That's right. I remember that from the first game. Yeah, 4 of them barged into Frau's place while Kaito was there.
ああ、それってナエさんがたった一人で KO した。
Yeah. It's like she got to be a badass at that moment, which is great.
はい、そうです。彼ら4人については、事件後に東京の公安の人たちに引き渡したんですが。
But
そのうちの一人が今からおよそ半月前、拘置所からの移送中に公安の目を盗んで逃走した。
Oh no. One of them escaped? That's not good.
半年前の事件の際には、テログループ内ではコードネームプリースト4と呼ばれていた女だ。
Priest 4.
女
And a woman.
美咲さんに従っていた12人のうち、ただ一人の女テロリストです。
Really, out of 12 terrorists, only one female in that group. Well, she does not look like a pleasant person. It's like the look that she's giving in her picture. Nae-san pulls up a profile picture of the female terrorist on her phone droid and shows it to me. It's like, I can't read anything. The font is too small. The only things I can read is Most Wanted and Priest 4. That's the only things I can actually read. To tell you the truth, I've never seen this face before. I mean, of course not. It's like she would be in hiding.
その後の調べで逃走後に車で九州に上陸したことまでは判明している。となれば種子島を目指して移動していたのは間違いないだろう。
こいつがこの島に。
はい。お祭りの観光客に紛れてフェリーで島に入ったと思われます。
そしてそいつ、便宜上プリースト4と呼ぶが、そいつは瀬宮の命を狙っている。
Okay. Well, if she came over on the ferry, then she could have very well gotten off the ferry the same time that Daru and Kaito did at the beginning of the game then. That's a little worrisome, isn't it? Now knowing that she's been just kind of in the background somewhere all this time, that's kind of foreboding, actually, thinking about that now.
だって元仲間なのに口封じとかそういう理由。
プリースト4は公安での取り調べ中も支離滅裂な言動を繰り返していたそうだ。
Incoherent? Why was she incoherent?
公安によれば瀬宮のことを恨んでいるようで、いつか殺してやると毎日のように話していた。
Resentment because the attack failed? It's like, why would she hold it a resentment because of that? I feel like that doesn't quite make sense. Or was she brainwashed by Kimijima Ko? That's a very strong possibility, actually. Yeah. It's not unthinkable after what happened to Airi at Chofu Airport. What? I'm trying to remember what happened to Airi at Chofu Airport. And I'm drawing a blank.
でも、そういう護衛っていうか警護って警察がやるものじゃ。
ああ。瀬宮の病室前には警官が一人常駐している。
Okay, so if anyone were to get to her, they wouldn't be able to just walk right into her room. On what floor is Misane's room? Anyone could just get in through, like, a window.
公安の人間も二人東京から出張ってきている。同じ階の病室を一つ潰して待機中だ。
Okay, so there's one right outside her ward, and another two in a separate room. It's like I'm just kind of mapping everything out in my head of everything here. Oh.
ただ、お祭り期間中でしょ？警察もそれ以上の人手は避けないそうでして。
So that's it? Just those three cops?
それでナエさんと沢田さんが。
人目がなくなる夜の間だけですけどね。
I had no idea any of this was going on. It's the same. It's like, who knew that something so, like, kind of sinister was happening in the background?
沢田さんもしかして銃持ってきてる？
いや、
No. Okay. I highly doubt that.
沢田さんって強いの？
そうでもないな。
Not particularly. Okay, so if he gets into like a fist fight, he would have a little trouble?
大丈夫なの？そもそも沢田さん療養中だよね。
見張りぐらいにはなるだろう。
Well, that's something, I guess.
いざとなったらナエさんに任せるってこと？そんな無茶な。ナエさんは女性なんだし危ないよ。
It's like, did you forget how much of a badass she was in the first game? Come on, Kaito. It's like, Nae can handle herself. I mean, she took out 4. Count them. 4. Terrorists. So it's like she can handle herself. She more than likely learned how to fight from her father. And probably like any training she did on her own.
それを言うなら相手も女だ。それに天王寺君は半年前に一度プリースト4を倒している。
Oh, she did. Oh. And he brings up a very good point. Kaito's logic is flawed, seeing that Priest 4 is a woman herself. He's right, but...
それに天王寺君の実力は自衛隊の特殊部隊員にも勝るとも劣らない。これは断言できる。
I mean, no wonder she was able to take down those 4 terrorists then. Though I still say that she did also learn how to fight from her dad. It's like, who better? Who better to teach her than her own father?
沢田さん、そこまで持ち上げなくても。
I don't think so. Actually, I think he's kind of underhyping her a little bit.
事実だ。コードネーム S ブラウンの実力は我々の仲間内では絶大な信頼がある。
S Brown, Sister Brown.
Get.
What was that? Utterance, Kaito. What?
ん？なんだ？
S ブラウンって東京で会った時に言ってたあれ？
Yes. Yes. Come on, Kaito. It's like, I know you can be quick on the uptake. Come on.
ああ。
It was when I first found out about Misane and Kimiji Mako's conspiracy and was on my way back to Tanegashima from Odaiba. Sawada-san said something to me.
もし種子島に無事戻れたなら。
It's like we actually get a flashback to the first game. That's awesome.
コードネーム S ブラウンによろしく伝えておいてくれ。
Yeah. Give codename S Brown my regards. Just in case if he were not to make it.
本名は私も知らない。仲間の一人だが、オンラインだけの付き合いでな。君とも面識があると言っていた。
Well enough, anyway.
当時は面識はなかった。こっちに来てから連絡を取ったら天王寺くんだったというわけだ。
I had a slight suspicion that S. Brown was Nae-san, but I didn't think it'd turn out to be true.
だからってやっぱり危ないんじゃ。何しでかすかわからないような相手でしょ。
心配してくれてるんですね。ありがとうございます。
そりゃするでしょ。こんな話聞かされたら。
I mean, not only does Nae-san work for JAXA, she's been helping the Robot Club out with festival stuff too. And now she's telling me she's working as a bodyguard here? I'd say more than a bodyguard. Does she have any time to sleep?
でも大丈夫。さっき沢田さんが言った通り、私、強いですから。
Strong enough to take out 4 terrorists, yes. She even said it herself. Nae-san has incredible self-confidence. It's like she's no longer the little girl we knew in Steins Gate. It's like she's all grown up, can take care of herself now. Tennouji would be proud.
じゃあ俺も。
え？
俺も2人と一緒に見張りやるよ。
They're right in that I'm sorta involved. Misane is like family to me. I can't just let 2 people who don't even live on this island do this on their own. I think that's fair.
いいえ、それはダメです。相手はテロリスト。とても危険な相手なんですよ。
Well, what if Kaito were to be a lookout along with Sawada? What about that?
カイトくん、あなたを含めて、島の皆さんを危険に巻き込むわけにはいきません。
I mean, Kaito and the people of this island has been put in danger before, so it's just happening again, and we can pull through again.
そんなこと。
Despite my attempt at objecting, I honestly have no ground to walk on here. I'm not strong like Nae-san. No, I disagree. It's like he's strong in a different way. I don't have a wide network of connections like Sawada-san. I also don't own a gun. That doesn't matter. It's like Kaito could help with any aspect of this without having a network of connections or or being an owner of a gun. It's like you don't need a gun to fight back. I just slow everybody down. I disagree.
半年前のあの時とは違います。私たちに任せてください。
Although at the same time, I feel like they could use all the help that they could get. I mean, Nae, Sawada, Daru, they're only 3 people. Is 3 people enough? I kinda think not.
そうですか。2人のこと怪しんだりしてすみませんでした。
I get up from the sofa and bow.
ミサネのことよろしくお願いします。
The fact that those are the only words that come to mind is pathetic. But that was a very interesting conversation. Am I still Kaito here? I head to the food court and find just the person I was looking for, exactly where I expected him to be.
お、ヤシオキュン、いたいた。
No, I'm Daru. Okay.
橋田さん、
元気？
もしかしてナエさんから何か聞いてます？
Wait a minute.
元気？
Sorry, I'm not Genki. It's like I'm not Genki. I'm not I'm not from an anime. I'm not from Daru. No, Frau's phone. So I'm not Genki. No.
お、鋭い。昨日病院でいろいろ話したらしいね。
橋田さんも知ってたんですよね。
Of course, they would mention this to Daru. And it's like now that Kaito's in on this, they would have to tell Daru.
まあそういうこと。この前ははぐらかしちゃって悪かったよ。
It's no big deal. It's like they're always dodging each other, I feel.
でもさ、僕だって大したことは知らないんだよ。以前軽く説明されただけで、基本的にはノータッチ。アキタンのお姉さんが狙われてるんだっけ？僕は面識ないし、そもそも僕は肉体労働系じゃ全く役に立たんからね。
Why? Because you're a little overweight?
そうですか。
あれ？なんか釈然としない顔してるね。どうしたん？
いや、東京の人ってみんなミステリアスだなって思って心を開いてくれないっていうか。
I guess it would be different for like an islander, you know, and just for a smaller for a small town. It definitely would be different. People would be more trusting and more open.
いやいや、僕君らにすごく心開いてるじゃん。自分の性癖まで披露してるっつうの。
I mean, yes, you have been open to what your fetishes are, but this is different.
別にそういうのは聞きたくないです。
僕とヤシオキュンとの間にはこの1週間くらいで海よりも深い絆ができたはずでしょう。
Have we not bonded deeper than the ocean? How very poetic.
できればアイリタンやジュンタンあたりとの絆を育みたかったのが本音だけどね。
We've already done Airi and Juna's routes, Daru. So, it's like, there's no reason for me to go back to him. So, it's just kind of funny that he says this considering that I've already done their routes.
橋田さん。
Hashida-san. The way he says that. He looks at me with full disdain. He looks at me with full disdain. Let me say that in the right voice. What's wrong with wanting to become friends with a girlie? There's absolutely nothing wrong with to be friends with a girl.
で、心を開いてくれないって 沢田君のこと？
だけじゃなくてナエさんも含めて俺の知らない顔がまだまだあるんだなって。
I mean, that's fair to Kaito. That's fair for Kaito to think that. He doesn't know Nae and Sawada as very well, so it's like they're kind of strangers to him.
ナエさんってエージェント的な何かなんですかね。
Probably both. Probably a secret agent or something else.
ん？エージェント？
Agent?
つまり、やばい連中と戦って世界中を飛び回ってるような人っていうか。
So, like FBI, CIA, those kind of people? Is that what you're referring to, Kaito?
どうしたん？飽きたんならともかく、ヤシオ君がそういうこと言い出すなんて。
Or maybe more like, James Bond.
まるで漫画や映画の世界ですよね。でもあながち間違いじゃないのかもって思い始めてます。
Kaito kind of calling me out with saying like James Bond. It's like, dang it, Kaito.
そっか。
I don't know if Sawada-kun is specifically protecting the world or not, but he definitely lives in that sort of world. Sure seems like it. I mean, especially, with what we have gone through with Sawada in the first game. He strikes me more as like an overlord or something. Someone who controls the masses. I mean, he is a bigwig at Exoskeleton, so he does kind of control things a little bit. So that's not completely wrong. But demo?
ナエタンは別に世界中飛び回ってないよ。やばい連中と戦ってきたような血生臭い過去もないし。去年仕事で種子島に行くことになったって聞いた時は僕もびっくりしたもんさ。
そうそう、それについても不思議なんですよ。JAXA って高卒の人は普通は取らないんですよね。募集要項は大卒以上です。俺も卒業前に調べて初めて知ったんですけど。でもナエさんはそこに高卒で入った。
Oh. She got in without a college degree. So she definitely has connections. Definitely.
なんかすごい特別待遇って感じがしません？
Special treatment? I mean, if you know the right people, I wouldn't exactly call it special treatment. It's like if you know the right people to get into a certain, into a certain career, it really helps to know those kind of people. That way you can get your foot into the door.
病院でミサ姉を守ってくれてるって話も沢田さんや橋田さんには話してたけど、島のみんなには内緒にしてたでしょ。だからやっぱり人には言えない任務みたいなものがあって、そのためにこの島に来たのかなって。
I mean, it does sound like that. Like, it's like secret agent Nae. that has a certain ring to it.
俺たちとは違う理屈で行動してそうっていうか。だからこれまで気軽に話してたけど、 あんまりもう邪魔しちゃいけないのかもって思ったり。
It's like now that I say Secret Agent Nae, now I just have, you know, the song Secret Agent Man running through my head. just replacing man with Nae. You know, Secret Agent Nae. It's like, and I can't get that out of my head now.
ふむふむ。
I'm starting to see the picture. The reason behind Yashio-kun's Chunibyo mindset. Kaito does not have a Chunibyo mind. Come on, Daru. It's like you want a Chunibyo mindset? Go talk to Okabe. That is.
もしかしてヤシオキュンって年上の女性にコンプレックス持ってんじゃね？
No. Not that I'm aware of.
え？
警戒しすぎっつうか、ある意味幻想抱いてるっつうか。
He's always too inside his own head. That's not anything new.
やだな、そんなこと。
My oh my, the calm and collected Yashio-kun is getting flustered? Bingo.
いやー、わかる。その気持ち、すっごくわかるよ。僕の嫁も年上だからね。
Oh, that's right. Yuki is older than him. I kind of forgot that. In other words, he and I are the same type. I tap Yashio-kun on the shoulder encouragingly. How do you tap someone on the shoulder encouragingly?
年上の女性ってさ、男から見るとすごく大人っぽく感じるんだよね。
はい。
でもね、ナエタンについてはさっき言った通り、別にミステリアスでもなんでもないから。
I feel like he's covering for Nae.
つうか、あのまんまの子だよ。
I mean, yes, who she appears to be, but there's definitely another layer to who she is. It's especially as a grown woman.
そうですか。
なんなら今話したことナイタンに直接言ってみれば。
I wonder how that conversation would go.
いや、でも。
いいからいいから。むしろ今から話しに行こう。
え？今から？
He's like, right now? Right now?
善は急げって言うし。
Strike while the iron is hot. It's like, there's a saying I haven't heard in forever. I urge Yashio-kun to follow me as I start walking. And over to Nae.
いたいた。
Well, I think I'll actually stop it here for today. So we got a very interesting, very, very interesting conversation. And from Daru and Kaito's conversation, very reflective on what Kaito was talking about with Nae and Sawada. So it was all very interesting this time around. It's like this route seems to really be shaping up as some kind of James Bond kind of story. It's like, secret agents a terrorist who's out to get Misane, and probably also out to get Nae, seeing that Nae and Priest Forehead fought in the past. So this should be a very fun and interesting route. So with that, I'll finally stop it here. So I hope you all enjoyed watching, and thank you all for watching as well. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, favorite, and claw that subscribe button to become part of the pack. And as always, everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be.